Hey everyone, Ryan Turford here from Game-Moose.com, and you may be thinking to yourself, oh my god, this is deja vu, it's still November, but we're back with another Video Games Monthly unboxing. Now, this is actually part of a promotion they did in celebration of Thanksgiving, but first, before I tell you about the little promotion they did, of course, Video Games Monthly is a retro video game subscription box. You can find their website, videogamesmonthly.com, for all the info. There's also a link to it in the description of this video. Basically, you can sign up to receive 3, 4, that's not how numbers on fingers work. 3, 4, 5, or 10 games directly in your mail every single month for different prices. Of course, you can't just be like, oh, I'm paying the same price, but I'm getting 10 games instead of 3, because that's not how money works. So, of course, you tell them the systems you want to collect for. You tell them the games you want. You can even email them a wish list, which I've done in this case, which it was awesome with like the box we received last week for this month. I kept thinking it was last month because, again, this is the first time I've done this. So what they did in time for Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving this year, is they decided to post a post on their Facebook page saying, hey, if you want a couple bucks off a second box for November, we'll hook you up. So I decided, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's jump into Video Games Monthly. So without further ado, I really want to get into this now. When I shake this around a little bit, I don't usually tend to shake the boxes, but I noticed something as soon as I picked this box up. It is quite weighty. It doesn't sound or feel like there's any cartridges in here. If they are, they're like very expertly buried. So let's open this up and see what we got. Now, I should also warn that there is the possibility of duplicates this time around due to the fact that this box came, like the box got posted very similarly to when I was receiving my first box. I wasn't able to update in time because the Canada Post strike being the Canada Post strike. So anyways, let's take a look at the cards here. So we got our normal Video Games Monthly. Thank you for subscribing. Of course, place your games on your haul from this month's box on the Facebook page. You have a chance of winning 3 free games. We got a 1-up. So what that basically means is we will actually have 6 games instead of 5. We get the 5-game pack. I didn't mention that before, but it's in the title of this video. You should have seen it. And last but not least, we got the update your library card saying, hey, by the way, make sure to update your library 7 days prior to the end of the month. They are packing boxes early, so if you are a Video Game Monthly subscriber and you're watching this, you should have already updated your library, if not very, 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 very soon. All right, so let's jump into that. And I think my assessment was completely wrong. Feels like there's lots of cartridges in here, so it just feels like the box is just really well packed. So let's start out with the first one. Yeah, we got a Game Gear game. We got Columns. Nice. So Columns was actually the Sega first-party puzzle game, almost to rival Tetris, because this came, I believe, Columns on the Master System. Yeah, on the Master System came out like around the same time Tetris did. In fact, if memory serves correctly, I think Columns actually started as an arcade game and actually got ported to basically every Sega console known to man, including the Game Gear, which the Game Gear version of Columns, very similar, if not the same. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played it, to the Master System version of Columns. So yeah, Columns is a really fun puzzle game if you've never played it. So yeah, pretty cool to have in my collection. Now our Game Gear collection is growing stronger. So next up, we got an SNES game. We got The Rocketeer, based off the hit movie, The Rocketeer. I really don't know anything about this game. First of all, I love the fact that there's a used sticker on here. It was $1.99 used. Excellent. Good sign already. So this is from Information Global Services is the name of the company. And this is based off the Disney movie of the same name about, I think it was either World War I or World War II. I can't remember. It's been I haven't seen this movie since it came out in theaters, and it's an old movie. Basically a soldier who develops this jetpack, and he basically becomes the Rocketeer. And it's really like a period piece almost of that era. So it's pretty cool. Like, it almost reminds me of like 1930s, 1940s films. Like, it was going for that motif, which is pretty cool. So I'm excited to check out the game. Again, I've never, ever played it. So we'll have to check that out. Of course, future Ryan already played it, knows if The Rocketeer is a good or bad game. So next up, we got an NES game. We got Alpha Mission. Oh my God, this is actually quite poignant because actually, if you go to game-moose.com, our website, I just reviewed the SNK 40th anniversary collection. God, SNK is has been around since the 70s. And Alpha Mission, funny enough, the very first time I played Alpha Mission was part of the collection doing the review, which was really cool. So this is actually really awesome. So Alpha Mission, in case you don't know, is a top-down shooter very similar to something like I don't know, like a Galaga or something like that, or like a Sky Shark or something like that. It's a space shooter. It's pretty fun. I think the arcade game version, because the SNK collection actually includes the arcade version of this and the console version, is a little bit better, but I do think the console port actually does a pretty good job. Again, all of SNK's games at the time really started out as arcade games and then got ported to home consoles. One of the only exceptions was like Crystallis, for example, was like an NES exclusive, or something like Iron Tank, as an example. Although that was based off an arcade property as well. So Alpha Mission, pretty cool to have in my collection. Again, a fun game. Like it still holds up pretty well. So next up, I'm trying not to look at the box. I didn't look down, but it came up pretty high. We got another NES game. We got Airwolf. I love the fact that on the box it's like based on the hit TV series Airwolf. I think this is a first-person helicopter game, kind of like Thunder Force, but less arcadey. And it's based off the Airwolf TV show, which I've never seen. I've never seen a single episode of the Airwolf TV show, so I don't really know too much about it, other than, of course, it is a game where you play as an attack helicopter and fly around and shoot, I think, other helicopters and planes and stuff, but pretty cool. Again, it plays a lot better than something like Top Gun, I think, and is a pretty fun game overall. So there we go. We got Airwolf. Now we should have two more games here. Columns is probably the game that would be considered the free game because it's a Game Gear game. And I know that I think Columns was a pack-in at one point, or the Rocketeer, because I mean it was $2 used. So next up we got a GameCube game. Please don't be Turok Evolution. Please don't be Turok Evolution because we got that in our last box. Oh my God, yes. All right, we got the Mega Man Anniversary Collection. This is actually really sweet. It is not complete. In fact, it is actually in a DVD jewel case, but I actually have lots of GameCube jewel cases lying around, so I actually can throw this in a actual GameCube case. So the Mega Man Anniversary Collection includes basically the first, I think, Mega Man 1 through 8. On the back here it says Mega Man 1 through 8 and the never before released in the US arcade games on your GameCube. Now, fun fact about this particular compilation, and why it's actually funny to receive this on the GameCube, is because as a longtime Mega Man fan, you're used to the buttons being the specific way, but on the GameCube only, like the GameCube version of this only, they reversed the controls, and it drove people up the wall. I still think it's actually playable on this version, and this is actually something really cool to have, even though we have the Mega Man Legacy collections that are out now. So that's actually really cool to add to the collection, despite the fact that I don't know how well it'll hold up, because again, I haven't played that since it first came to the GameCube. So it's been a long time since I've played this version of the game. So last thing in the box, and I felt this here, and I kind of decided to save it for last because this could be really special because it's a sealed game. Not just a sealed game in a box. So I think this is Game Gear, the sealed Game Gear game. And we got one before, which was the Jungle Book. So let's see what we got. We got, oh my God, keeping with the Disney theme of sealed Game Gear games, we got the Lion King for the Sega Game Gear. This is actually really cool. So the Lion King on the Game Gear is very similar to the Lion King on the Genesis. I think that, I don't know if they're exactly the same game, but I think they're pretty close. I actually really like the Lion King on the Genesis. So I'm really excited to play it on the Game Gear because, again, I've never played the Game Gear version. I know that this particular game was a pack-in for the Game Gear at one point as well, just like Columns was, which is why it's awesome to see like a sealed version of it that's outside sort of the console bundle that they had. And again, it's a game I've never played on the Game Gear. And it's a game I'm excited to have as well. This is going to be the perfect companion piece with my box copy of the Jungle Book, which I have on my shelf, as well as just the perfect companion for the Genesis version of the Lion King. So there you go. We managed to avoid the duplicate train. Of course, there is a chance that we get a duplicate of one of these in our December box, since they just started packing them today. And I'm as soon as we're done this video, I'm going to go update my library real quick and see if I can get make sure that they are not accounted for. Of course, though, this will be out tomorrow instead of today. So, you know, this is past Ryan talking. Anyways, what did you think about my haul this month from Video Games Monthly? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, of course, like this video, subscribe to our channel, all that YouTuber stuff that the YouTubers say to you. Of course, if you want to check out our website, game-moose.com, we have reviews of games, including the SNK 40th Anniversary Collection, done by yours truly, of course. If you want to know what I thought about the whole collection, it's an awesome collection on Switch, especially if you've never played the SNK games before. So go check that out for sure. And again, Video Games Monthly is the website, videogamesmonthly.com. Of course, check out the service. I think it's a really good service if you're just starting out your collection, or if you're a newer console gamer, or if you just don't have like a good console shop around you. I know that a lot of commons can be pretty expensive at a lot of smaller shops. So this is actually a good way of getting a lot of common games, and you get some rare games as well, and it's awesome to get a sealed game every once in a while as well. So anyways, as I knock the games over and it would distract me from the outro, thank you very much for checking out this video, and I will see you next month for another Video Games Monthly unboxing. Take care and have an awesome day.